with you? Is this how you turned out a Hollywood Pinocchio that cries like a woman? What can I do? What can I do? What is that nonsense?
What's up, fellas? This is the Dark Loner, aka Whispered, and I'm gonna do a rant, semi-rant video, and I'm kind of have that, Jack Nicholson Joker laugh right now because I was just kind of flipping through on just looking at one of my videos and responding to a comment, and one of my subscribers, Bob, I hope he doesn't mind me saying his name is Bob Fry, went to this. Unless this woman name, her name is Marnie Wing, and she does. I'm gonna put a link in my description. I want you guys to go check this video out, and I'm gonna call this one a Siren's Call. And well, let me kind of give you a little background what a siren is, and anybody knows their mythology. In Greek mythology, a siren was kind of like these beautiful creatures, and they lured like sailors or different people by their voices, and they were able to kill them. Just men were just lured by these sweet, soft, feminine voices. So and I have no disrespect against this woman. She's just being what women are. But my issue is with when you guys watch this video, it's all simps. I mean, literally, I counted, there had to be, she's teaching a bunch of guys, a bunch of simps, every last one of these guys, how you can talk to a woman. And if you scroll down the page, you see a video, how to smile at women to make them want you. What woman really want a man? How to date beautiful women, 10 secrets about women you need to know. Can these women stop fucking lying? I guarantee you this. See, again, it's going to go into a little part when I go later into the video. The looks, money, status thing. A siren's call is how women allure 99% of the simps out in this world. Getting them to tell them confidence is what women want. Yeah, but what if you look like a fucking mutant? Does confidence work then? Tell me if I'm lying, fellas. Aren't good-looking guys perceived to be confident even if they're not? Why? Why is a good-looking man perceived to be confident? Maybe because does it have anything to do with his confidence? Bullshit. If you look like Herman Munster, I don't care if you had Brad Pitt level confidence, chicks are not gonna like you. Can you women stop fucking lying and manipulating these guys and these armies of simps that believe it's just the way they talk? But again, Western women feel they have the power. Think about that, fellas. One single woman telling a bunch of men how you should come and approach them. And you're asking me who has the power in this country or who has the power in this world and why I'm so disgusted with these manginas and white knights. She's building an army of white knights. Because this chick and you can scroll down the page, this chick is building her army of white knights, and she would not date one of those guys in that whole fucking room. But she's gonna sit there and tell guys how to get hot girls. Come on. This is what I'm exposing you bitches now. Not just me. The whole that's what the origins of not just MGTOW, but just being a red pill soldier is. I'm not gonna lead my brothers astray with the lies of a siren. How to smile at a woman and make them want you. Bob, wherever you are, whoever you are, thank you for sitting there and commenting on this bullshit that you see. I don't know how you found this chick's video. It's a disgrace. And she has over 200,000 views, and I guarantee you 85% of them are simps that believe this. See, I may never get a lot of subscribers. I don't even care. I have way more than I ever thought I got. But you know what's awesome about the people that subscribe to my page? They're thinkers. They're not... Sorry, Marnie, we're not fooled by your bullshit. You know, the confidence theory that girls have been selling to guys for 100 years, and it's the biggest lie. So if my eyeballs were hanging out of my head and I had confidence, I can pull any girl. Is that what you're saying? Looks, money, and status don't matter at all? I watched a documentary on Discovery Health that said women are biologically attracted to certain physical features of a man. His shoulder length, his height, his feet, his toes. But that has nothing to do with looks. Nothing. It's all about confidence, right? All about how you approach me. Building an army of simps and manginas so they can go out in the world and white knight to all the other girls that they don't even... I'm like, you're a fucking man. You don't have to talk a certain way. Just be who you are. And if the chicks don't like you, fuck them. God. Long gone are the days of Chuck Norris and Charles Bronson and Rutger Hauer and just De Niro. I mean, it's what has happened to men? And young guys listening to me, let me tell you something. Don't, and I said it, and I will beat this into your head. Don't you dare ever change who you are for a piece of ass. I don't care if she's the hottest girl on the planet. You sell your manhood for sex. Women have got you dead to rights. This is how they control men. This is what I call a siren's call. But the siren comes from their vag. So you have a bunch of losers sitting in some fucking seminar on a Friday night having a girl trying to tell them how to get ass when it doesn't even work. It's the same reason why George Sidini went nuts. Because he sat in the same PUA conventions. I'm sick and tired of it. And then when these simps finally wake up and realize this shit is bullshit, then they go kill somebody, or they lose it, or they commit suicide. What I call the Sidini effect. It's an absolute disgrace. This woman puts out hundreds of videos. How to attract younger women. I mean, listen to this garbage. What to do when a woman tests you at a bar? What to say to women? Jesus. And look, these girls get thousands and thousands of views by simps, by men that have no backbone. That the girls that they're talking to, they wouldn't even date these guys. Here's a novel thought. Why don't you learn how to be a man from a real man? I'm sorry, dude. I'm like, I wasn't even planning to do anything tonight. I saw my boy on there, one of the subscribers on my page, going at him, and I felt I had to make a comment. I mean, literally, these women build, and now I see how they do it. They build armies of simps on YouTube. Armies. I have the Red Pill Wolfpack, and they have a whole shitload of guys. How to talk to a woman. How to satisfy a woman. I mean, look at what men are bombarded with every day. Commercials, K Jeweler, Redbook, Cosmo, The View, Oprah. Ay, ay, ay. And the only channel we have is SportsCenter or ESPN. But then you ever notice in a football game, they got to show it's the coach's wife? Like, what the fuck did she do to help the coach win the game? Suck his... never mind. Oh my God. Here we go. Again, I'm a man's man. I learned from my father, who was a man, that taught me. I'll give you a prime example. When I was a kid, I think I had to be 11 years old. I'll never forget this, and this has kind of taught me. My father was Mr. Red Pill. My mom was yelling at my dad, and I was upstairs, you know, playing Nintendo at the time, probably something like that. So, you know, when your parents are arguing, you come downstairs, you wonder what it is. This is the coolest thing I ever seen. And this is like my dad. And this is when I knew my dad was the man. My mom's yelling at my dad, and I'm standing looking at her, yelling at him. And my father just sat there and just looked at her. Didn't say a word. My father had to sit there for 5 minutes, didn't say one word. You know why? Because my father was smart and he's a red pill guy. And you know, if you engage in argument with a woman, you won't win. So you know what eventually my mom did? She just argued and kept arguing until she cried. And I'm doing it. My next video is going to be on dead tears. Stay tuned for that. She just kept crying, and eventually she ran out the room, so me being, you know, conditioned to see what's wrong with mom before I see what's wrong with dad. Mom, what's wrong? Get away from me! So then I go in. I'm like, Dad, what happened? And my dad said, oh, it's just her being her. I was like, and from that point, I was like, damn, my dad is so cool. He just was like, oh, yeah, that's a man. We don't have to stoop to their level. Women want to get men wrapped up in these emotional, you know, let's cry together. Dude, I'll tell you a true story. I was in college. This is the biggest simp, and I'm not going to say his name. But seriously, when I told my friend this, we wanted to go beat his ass. One of my roommates came to my room at 4. This is a true story. Came to my room at 4 o'clock in the morning. He was like, man, knocks on my door. Man, I gotta talk to you. All right, man, it's 4 in the morning. What do you want to talk about? Man, I hate my girlfriend. She did all this blah, 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 blah. I'm like, yeah, man, yeah. I'm like, she did this. And he just kept rambling. I'm like, oh, yeah, and then what you gonna do? I'm like, what are you gonna do? He's like, I'm gonna leave her. So I said, all right. So I go back to bed. He rolls out. I see this dude 2 days later. You know what he says to me? I said, so what happened to you and your girlfriend? I swear, I shit you not. That's what he said. He said, oh, man, I went to her house and I just couldn't resist. I cried in her arms. We made love and everything is back together. I said, are you fucking serious? Wait. Say that again. This man told me, another man, I cried, she held me, we made love, and now everything is back together. Simps. It's disgusting. Dude, I'm like, I had nothing to say to the man. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I told my boy, he said, he's like, that's the gayest thing I ever heard. I'm like, I know. I wouldn't, even if I did that, I wouldn't even admit that to another man. But again, these fellas are the type of guys that run this world, that run this planet, in America, in Europe, in Australia. These guys. An army of simps hearing and heeding to the siren's call. It won't be me, because I know your voice. And no weapon formed against me shall prosper, for I will kill and I will destroy. And my brothers are right behind me. And you simps that don't listen to us will be dead simps walking, as I said in my other video. And you got really go take a look at this video. It's the saddest thing. A whole room of fairy ass guys listening to this girl telling me it's all about same bullshit girls always say to guys. It's all about confidence. And then the Asian guy comes up to her and she goes, I don't like the way you first started that out. Like you would date him anyway. What if the woman that's giving the speeches is a Caucasian female? If she's not into Asian guys, it wouldn't even matter. The guy has no chance. But again, it's just what sirens and Jezebels and Liliths do, trick men to their death. Read Proverbs in the Bible. What women do. Their ways lead to death, my friends. I don't know. This is just a rant. I'm sick and tired of this shit. I'm getting my shit out there. I want to say thank you to all my new subscribers. There's more to come. It's a war. I am the Dark Loner. I live this life. I'm not bullshitting you. I love every one of you guys. Welcome to the family. I implore you to start your own pages and do what I'm doing, because they will not kill us. They will not kill us. I am the Dark Loner. I will see you on the dark side. Peace.